Dennis the Menace. The 1993 film was a huge success by John Hughes, and not to mention there was a 1950s TV show about it as well, and it was remade not once, not twice, but 3 times, and from a 1980s one toward this 90s one, and not to mention a cartoon, which I won't show, well, because I'm gonna show you guys the video game based off the movie. You'll be thinking it was gonna be a good idea, right? Give our main character, Dennis the Menace, a video game. Usually video games based off movies is always a bad idea, and they should not do any more of them. But what you know it? They made it. It happened. And it's done by a company called Ocean. Oh boy. Ocean does make a few good games, but this one is not a very good game. By the way, the story plot of Dennis the Menace, the movie, is about a young boy who fathers an old man, Mr. Wilson. While later on in the movie, he has adventures, and a stranger that shows up in their own little part of town, played by Christopher Lloyd. Mr. Saul, whatever his name is. It's been a long time since I watched the movie. He tries to steal their stuff, of their money, and it's up to our little troublemaker Dennis, the Menace, to stop the crook from stealing all the money. How does the game hold up? Not too well, apparently. First of all, the graphics are okay, I guess, except for the sound effects. Instead, Dennis the Menace uses the slingshot as the only weapon to kill off over 100 cats in Mr. Wilson's house, and collecting coins. It felt like it served no purpose to get extra high scores, to get extra lives. And how many helms you got, because the game is pretty hard. And look at that, there's Mr. Wilson. You have to avoid him. And since he's unbeatable, if you get captured by him, you'll sent to the very beginning of the game. Also, that's pretty scary, having his head attached to his cartoon-like body. Squirting water does nothing to the cats, which makes it completely useless. The enemies in this game are kind of bland and generic. Not to mention, and lots of people that played this game did not get past this first level. Well, also not to mention the music in this game is alright, but doesn't help the gameplay whatsoever on how much of a bore, or most likely a dull game it is. It's been a long time since I had to talk about a terrible game based off movie. And I had to talk about some of the good ones. This one is not really a good game. Anyways, there's like several different levels. Next is this neighborhood stage. are a bunch of trees, and we have holes in them so you can go in them from upwards. It's collecting more coins, fight flying enemies, press on button switches. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and I think I mentioned there were bouncing footballs at the very beginning of the stage, because there is. And is that supposed to be his dog? The dog doesn't look like the one from the movie. At least Dennis looks like his live-action counterpart. Same goes to Mr. Wilson. Some of the characters do present from the movie. Some of them are just ugly. Because I sure as heck don't remember seeing this in the film. And seeing a wrecking ball, bunch of animals attacking Dennis. It does make sense that he does capture animals, like in the opening of the film, and put them in little grass cases. He had snakes, spiders, crickets, all that stuff. Yeah. There's just not much else to say about this game, and you've seen in so many games. This is just a platforming game. Not to mention these levels go on way too long, which I had to power on YouTube. Hope I could just easily skip all this right away and get to the boss. And the first boss is a girl swinging around. Okay. Definitely don't remember her in the movie. And yet this character seems so out of place. She looks too cartoony in this one. And yet she's the first boss to defeat. Okay. Apparently he's underground now. Yeah, we don't never seen that in the movie, or that wire thing with face on it. I sure as heck don't never seen these stages from the movie. Unless they put that in the deleted scenes, which I should be watching some older movies with deleted scenes. Means more often. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna skip this. And just because there's not much else to say, that some of these stages are just boring, bland, generic stages. Some of them just look exactly the same, so I'll just skip all this. It's because that's all you do, is just jump here, there, here and there, just find the switches, avoid or find enemies. That had nothing to do with the movie whatsoever. And the second boss you fight is the coach. Okay. I definitely don't remember him from the movie that much. Or is he from the TV show? Also, why does he look so terrifying in this one? Whatever, let's just go ahead and skip this one. And now there's a sewer stage. The spooky faces on them. Was this game meant to be a Halloween thing, or what? And it's just another stage of platforming. I hate when that happens. Anyways, there's not much else to say about this game, because that's all you do is just platform here and there and use your weapons. Or a gun there that's completely useless, and the only weapon you use is a swing shot. That's pretty much all you do. You'll find alligators and sewer fishes. Speaking of fishes, check this S-word out. You find a giant fish as a main boss. You know what? I don't even care anymore. We're almost there. We're almost there to the final level. But speaking of it, and here's the final level of the game, the woods. And as usual, there's just not much else to say about this one. You just fight woodland critters. There's rabbits, squirrels, chipmunks, rats, mice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And the final boss is obviously the one for the movie. And Christopher Lloyd's character. And he throws apples at you, and there's the main characters from the movie, all tied up. And yeah, I get it. And the scene showing him eating an apple, but for a bad guy, he went real nice at him. I know that seems a bit dark. At least in the film, he uses a knife to try to almost kill Dennis, but really? Apples. Apples are his weapons. What is it with video games for their weapons of apples? I know it's a kid's game, but why give this guy apples? You know what? I don't care anymore. We're just gonna end this right now. And yes, here's the ending. That's how they end the game there. Just put the word DN and these characters just stand there and then choose a bubblegum and repeats it over and over again. What a big disappointment. This ending to this game sucks. This entire game sucks. Gameplay ain't that good. Controlling him is a bit tight. It's just nothing more than just kind of a bland, dull, just not really a good game. It's just bad. Just really a bad game. Since it's almost 15 minutes, I'm just gonna wrap this up. And I'll give this game a 3 out of 10, a below average game. It ain't that good. It's just plainly bad. Some of these scenes have nothing to do with the movie except for the characters. That's pretty much it. If it wasn't for the characters, I would give this game a 2 out of 10. So, thanks for watching. Leave more likes and subscribe. Even blah blah blah. Catch you all in the next video game based off movies. See ya.